Hey everybody, I'm Anishka. Thank you for joining me. This is Diary of a Sag. So this is just an update that I do every now and then, which is a little bit personal, but also to do with what's going on in the heavens around us and how I'm experiencing it. So that maybe, you guys can perhaps relate, learn something from my experience, or just know that you're not on your own in some way. So first of all, those of you who follow me quite a bit will notice that I haven't completed my June astrology series. Even in my May videos, my voice was quite rough, and throughout June I've had the same thing again. And basically I'm not going to be doing my monthlies for a few months at least. And so, obviously that was a really big decision for me to make, and a really tough one, because I was trying to keep up, but I lost my voice on 2 occasions. I was really ill on another occasion, and just feeling so much pressure, and there was so much of this backlog of stuff to catch up with. So my apologies, and I'm not going to be able to provide you with monthlies for some time, but I know, and I've felt for the past few months, that this is something I needed to do. And all of this retrograde motion that we've got going on, for me, it really affects my 5th house. My 5th house is ruled by Capricorn. Saturn is retrograde in my 5th house, along with Pluto. And it's just something I've been feeling, a real urge I've been feeling, that I need to simplify, that I need to sort out the basics of my business. I need to rethink where I'm going, what I'm trying to achieve with this channel, what I'm trying to achieve with my business. And the more I was trying to keep up with the monthlies and all these other things, the further and further away my ability to be able to reassess was getting, and I could just feel the pressure building. So after being quite ill the other week, I just thought no, and just dropped it. And I didn't even complete the series, so my apologies to those of you guys who didn't get your monthlies. But it's something I have to honor, what it is that I know to be true for me. And since doing it, I felt a huge sense of relief. I've been able to take a step back and look at where it is I'm going, what it is I want to do, why it is I'm doing it, and think about what it is I enjoy about this, and I love doing the monthlies for you guys. But I realised that because I have another job as well, my time is limited, as is everybody's. And I realised that it was taking me further and further away from doing the things I really wanted to do, which is, I want to talk to you guys about the different aspects, the different planetary archetypes and symbolism and meaning, and how we can work with them and learn from them. And I felt like just constantly by giving you monthlies, yes, it's great because it helps you to navigate, but at the same time it was taking me away from doing what I really love to do, which is to teach, to bring things together and to show my understanding of them and share them with you. So for the next few months, I'm just going to be going back to basics, going back to doing that, and reworking a lot of things with my site and stuff like this. And this is something that, like I said, it's been this thing that's been tearing away at me. And you know what it's like when you you're pushing yourself to do something, but yet it doesn't feel right. You know that all that's happening is it's causing you more stress, and even thinking about it, you feel overwhelmed, and that's how it was getting, and so that's why I had to bring it to an end. And so this is what Saturn, and I knew this is the crazy thing, you can know stuff, you can even teach people stuff. I've been saying over the past few months, now is the time to pull back, to simplify, to reassess for so many of us. And I knew that for me. I knew that it was time for me to reassess my creativity, my business, my hobbies, my dreams, my goals, my wishes. But yet, the desire to keep up and to keep pleasing you guys kind of overtook what I need to be right for me. And I was like, no, I can't just stop doing the monthlies. I can't just stop it because people are expecting it. And then just hit this crisis where I was like, why do you think you're losing your voice? Why do you think you're just feeling overwhelmed? You need to stop doing the things that you need to stop putting this pressure on yourself to do something that ultimately isn't the right way to go right now. So I hope that helps to explain why you won't be seeing monthlies from me for a while. I want to go back into really helping to enlighten by speaking about large concepts. I'm looking a lot at the hero's journey right now, and the hero's journey is basically an archetypal and symbolic journey that we all as human beings undertake, that is played out through myth and mythology and stories and fairy tales. And I love that. I love looking at the broader picture and perspective. And so I want to do some really interesting series for you guys to really get your teeth stuck into, some really in-depth ones where I put together links from different things. And I gotta be honest, just like I said, just making that decision has just brought me so much relief. Just the last few days, you know, I've just been getting my house in order, literally getting my house in order, chucking away things I no longer need, simplifying and just getting rid of excess. I feel like for so many of us, but definitely I'm feeling this particularly deeply, now is not the time to be taking on anything new. We all need to take stock somewhere. We all need to clean up the house somewhere. And for me, it's been the area of, you know, my hobbies / my personal passion projects, which is obviously this. You know, what are you doing? Where are you going? Is this really what you want to be doing? What do you need to clean up on your site and in terms of how you're presenting? And it's amazing how it's just amazing how when you don't listen to these urges and these messages, they just they present themselves by, for instance, me losing my voice. Now suddenly I can't even talk to people like I want to. I can't even make videos if I wanted to because I lost my voice. And it's just like the universe saying, hang on a minute. These aren't the videos that you should be making right now. This isn't the way you should be going right now. This is not, you need to look at your strategy again. If you're going to continue to push this, you're going to continue losing your voice. So I finally started listening. But yeah, huge shifts happening and so much retrograde motion, you know, which is affecting all of us. And to me, it feels like a call to purify on some level, and not to take a more call to purify and really follow our gut instinct in terms of what is right for us, to pull away from what it is, what public opinion may be, what other people may think of the path that we choose. You know, it's really a sense of, I'm feeling the sense of authenticity, a call for authenticity in each one of us to do that thing that is right for us but may fly in the face of what we are used to, whether that is suddenly you're not socializing with the same people anymore, whether that is that you pull out of something that you've been involved in for a long time. But I feel like there's this call to authenticity happening at the moment, and I'm definitely feeling it myself, you know, this call to shed anything that it no longer fits the image of who I am, no longer fits, you know, the place in which I'm at now. And I had a really good conversation with my mother about this last night. And in South Africa, so I was born in South Africa, and in South Africa there are certain beliefs, you know, how certain things can bind you and tie you, almost like a spell type thing, and sometimes it can be done to families. And I said to my mum, listen mum, I'm struggling with a certain thing, and I've never really spoken to anyone about this before. And she was like, and it was such a relief to tell her, you know, she said, listen, she's like, my baby girl, she always calls me baby girl. She's like, I had exactly the same thing when I was your age. And it's all to do with people, allowing yourself to be around people who are not of the highest influence for you, or not of the best for you, who drag you backwards or pull you down in some way. And it's not they do it maliciously, it's just that you're being around them and being in that environment makes it so easy for you to do this and to fall back and to go into unconscious ways and unconscious patterns. And I've had this a few times in the last month, and where I've just gone into unconscious patterns, and I've been like, whoa, what was that about? And then realized, you know, what preceded it, and it was often me spending time with certain people who, lovely as they may be, don't have goals, don't have plans, don't have dreams, and so what they do with their time, what they do with themselves is not necessarily the most productive, it's not necessarily the most growth oriented, but because I want to spend time with them, I find myself wanting to shift into their experience. And yeah, and so I spoke to my mother about this, and she said she went through exactly the same thing, which I think a lot of us go through. But you know, she brought up this this belief about there being some, not, I don't want to say spell, but there being this, almost like it being this hereditary thing that I had gotten from her. But then once again, that made me think about archetypes and how we all go through such similar struggles and experiences. You know, We all try and push and fight and effort at times when we should just let go and trust. We all allow ourselves to be around people who aren't, for our best benefit. We all go through such similar experiences, and it isn't personal when you start to look at it from a broader perspective. It isn't personal. It is the experience of being a human being, and there will be tempestuses, there will be gargoyles, there will be wolves, there will be monsters, there will be mermaids that call to you only for you to crush your ship on the rocks. There will be all sorts of obstacles to overcome, and all of these stories, all this mythology is nothing more than a reflection back to us of our own journey as human beings. And this is why I'm loving this. I'm getting really in depth with it. So I suppose really what I'm trying to say, all in all, I feel like I'm rambling a lot, is that I'm on a very, very deep and personal journey right now. I mean, we all are, and we always are, but I'm very aware of where I need to go right now. And that involves me really immersing myself in a lot of study, in a lot of thought, in a lot of concentration, in a lot of creative depths, and kind of being able to hunt for that treasure at the bottom of the deep, and bring it back up and make sense of it, and be able to present it to you in a way that makes sense, and in a way that is hopefully original and inspiring. So this is what I'm going to be spending the next few months doing. I will still be doing readings. Still not taking any bookings at the moment for June, but I'll still be doing readings, personal readings that is. But I just want to explain to you guys so you know what's going on and you don't think, oh, she's just gone quiet. I want to give you guys things of value. I don't want you to be dependent on me month by month to tell you how your life's going to pan out. You have the wisdom to be able to make choices. I may do monthlies in terms of reading for that particular sign that month. I may do that, so it's one sign a month and you have to just look forward to your birthday. I may do that, we'll see how it goes. But my calling is really to give you more than predictions. My calling is to give you a lot of understanding and truth, and hopefully wisdom, and be able to put the dots together and create patterns so that you can understand things in you and you can see the world from a broader perspective that hopefully empowers you. So this is what I'll be doing. I feel like I'm going on this Indiana Jones style kind of treasure hunt. And hopefully I'll come back with some goodies. And I have a feeling that now that I've said this to you and I've made this decision, I have a feeling that finally my voice is going to start coming back to normal. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope you're all taking it easy and being gentle with yourselves, because there's a lot going on, isn't there, in the heavens? So much happening, so much going retrograde, so much to absorb and digest and recalibrate. Just amazing stuff. Perhaps not the best time to be making life-changing decisions, but certainly some of us will be making some bold moves just because the tension will have got so great that we feel we have to. But I wish you all so much love. And like I said, I may do monthlies just for that sign each month. I'm not sure, but what I will be doing is I'll be giving you a lot more to grasp and take hold of and to learn that will do you so much greater good than just the month ahead, that will hopefully be things that you can carry with you into the future to help empower you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Much love to all of you. Thank you so much for all of your support. Really love you guys. Speak to you later.